Welcome to Sairam Tribuli YouTube channel. Let us discuss fifth module research areas for smart grid development and demonstration of project and we have a professional development training will be there in the fifth module of your smart grid subject. So let's move on to the topic. The research activities can be classified into tools required, right? Simulation and analysis tools. So for every research areas or a research subject, we need a simulations. I mean, step by step process and a step by step procedure we have to follow, right? So and analysis tools we want. So different types of tools will be there to analyze and to solve the problems, and it's a proper procedure is needed, right? So that's the analysis tools. Simulate the energy market and energy systems. Validate the vision. So first we must simulate the energy markets actually. If suppose we are generating, we are doing some smart grid activities or smart grid something like blindly, so what is the use? So we have to simulate the energy markets and energy systems and validate the vision. So first, whatever you are developing the project research or whatever, that should be useful for the society, and so not only society, it's useful for like uh, like professional development also, right? So if suppose, for example, I'm going to tell you one thing. If suppose, if you are smart, I mean looking handsome or whatever, if you are inside the home, what is the use? And if you are having everything, but you are not showing anything outside the world, so that is no use. So validate your visions and energy systems here and there, your vision. And these tools will combine operation and economics in the single model to analyze and monitor the system as changes are implemented to determine the impacts of ensure fairness. So this one is economic in a single model to analyze the monitor the system. So smart grid itself monitoring everything, power supply system and power requirement, and so everything will be, it will be monitoring, right? So that's a one tools actually. Next, development of smart technologies for a government and industries. Jump start the transformation. Like see, um, in the government sector also at present, we have a several research in the smart grid, and then several research in the power generation, power sectors, right? So being electrical engineering students or electrical engineer must have some goals through the government electrical companies, right? So there's a so many research areas will be there. Power Research Corporation India Limited, and Central Power Research Corporation India Limited, and the private sector PRDC, and so many research center will be there. And see, in the government, we have a Power Grid Corporation, Power System Oil Corporation, and Power Generation Corporation, and Grid Corporation. So smart grid. So at present they are implementing. So everybody should concentrate the smart grid subject and then smart grid technologies, because at present like standing in front of a dam, and then power is transmitting from the hydro power plant to your home or your city or whatever. So that will not a I mean proper channel for engineering students. We have to update ourselves. So it's a smart grid, so we have to update, because everything they have done electrically they have done, but our part is being a students smart grid. So a smart grid itself they left for us to invent something, to research something, to give something to society. So do research for wind energy, do research for solar energy, do research for electric vehicles, and develop any research in the smart grid. Okay. This is a concept. And next we have research areas for smart grid development continuation. Test beds of demonstration of project. See, provides experiment of increasing the scale to prove the worth of these technologies. And if you are not doing projects or in the smart grid, or if you are if you have done a project, but if you are not demonstrating, what is the use? No use, right? So to prove the worth of these technologies, reveal their faults. So without a fault, without failure, and doesn't definitely uh, will not come in front of I mean, like, will not showcase, right? So fault must be there, failure must be there, and build momentum for change and reduce the perception of a risk and build acceptance of the concepts of a transformed energy grid. So transform energy grids is required, right? Before itself I told, so the smart grid is like implementing one or updating one. It's not a new I mean, like a new birth. Actually, birth is a power system analysis or power system generation, transmission, distribution. Just we are implementing, we are updating, and we are going to make a power system intelligent and automatic, right? That's why, so transform the energy grids, right? So new regulatory, institutional, and market framework support climate innovation as technologies develop the involves fulfill the needs of our examination, provide to the network through the education and development of research and training. See, separate IITs and all, and NPTEL courses and all. There is a separate research areas will be there. Education will be there, and can do anything as your requirement, right? So. Uh, So the critical objectives of technical research includes develop the advanced techniques for measuring the peak loads, reduction of energy efficiency, saving from the smart meters, and DRDG, distributed resource distributed generation, and electricity storages and systems, right? And investigate means of our DRDG and storage to provide ancillary services, conduct research to advance use of wide area measurement and control network, data mining, visualization, advanced computing, and secured dependable communication in highly distributed environment, right? These are the objectives of technical research includes, right? So we have to concentrate on energy efficiency equipments, and then saving from the smart meters. See here, smart meters, why we are using in the sense, uh, because if suppose manually operating device will be there, but some error will be there, and then we are utilizing power supply without a limit, but smart meters will be there, means definitely we will be reducing, and then we will not be reducing, but we are controlling ourselves. So that will be there, and the storage to provide ancillary service. So here smart grid involves storage and energy efficiency devices, and research advanced use of wide area measurements, and several research areas will be there.